It is April 28, 2011, and this is the SC Center. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the SC Center. I'm JP McDaniel, and that is my co-host, Patrick Chobo Piano O'Neill. Patrick, how's New York?
It's good. It's rainy. I've got my Freddy Krueger garb on. I'm ready to go out on a murder
kill some nerds after this?
Consider them dead. How's Texas?
It's Texas.
It's Texas. Yeah, not that good then.
We do have donuts, though. We do have donuts. But let's talk about
Gross.
Code S last night. Let's just jump right into Starcraft 2. It's probably what the show should be about. And we've got Code S. We've got Supernova taking out... Top taking out Supernova 2-0. Genius losing to Nada 2... Is that right? Yeah, 2-0. Pulp Prime losing to SC Foyu 2-1. And then Losira being a boss and taking out Alicia. What was your game of the night, Patrick?
Ooh, my game of the night. My series of the night has to be Foyu versus Pulp Prime. That was the only one that wasn't a 2-0. But unlike last night where it was kind of like iffy, actually every single series here had something to watch for. I know that Nada played particularly well. I thought Nada really outclassed Genius in a way that was entertaining to watch. It wasn't like a boring, lopsided way. I know that Lucira looked kind of mean. I know you were just talking about how it was a build order win a little bit. Is that what you were saying?
I mean, I wouldn't say a build order win. It was just it's something that a lot of Zergs now are doing when Protoss just goes 3-gate expand because Roachling, it's safe. Because obviously you just go attack, and the attack's going to do a lot of damage if they're just doing the Sentry expand, and you can get your third up pretty quickly after that. The thing to do is what Artosis said, and it's just go DTs, and you'll just destroy them because they're still going to be on hatch tech, which probably could have been something that Alicia could have done, but he didn't. Regardless, they were good games. I like the SC Foyu Pulse Prime games. I thought those were pretty good.
Definitely.
Very, very back and forth in the first two games on Crossfire and Crevasse.
Exciting too. A lot of big moments. Like the blue flame drop was awesome. You thought it was thought it wasn't going to do anything, and all of a sudden, bam, a million SCVs.
I totally forgot about that. There's like 8 SCVs left, and the game goes on for like 20 minutes more. Spoiler, but whatever. It was good stuff. And then on the Metalopolis Game 3, SC Foyu was just like, look, you're gonna die right now. He did this factory proxy. Built a bunch of Hellions in the base of Pult because they were close by air on metal. And then as soon as Pult pulled all of his units from the ramp, he just ran up his ramp and started harassing the SCVs. And then right after that, the Banshees came, and it just got worse and worse for poor old Pult Prime. But
it was funny. It was exactly like you just said. It was like he made the decision, I'm not going to play another long game. It's going to end now. Boom. And it did. It was really good. It
was good stuff. So coming up tonight for Code A, I cannot wait. I'm at least going to stay up for that first match, Min versus MVP. That's going to be a pretty exciting match. New Dawn versus Violet, a ZVZ. Bonds versus Keen, which I think, have you been watching Code A? Keen's pretty good, right? I think Keen's doing pretty well, so that's going to be a pretty good PVT. And then Coca versus Cute to wrap things up. And also you get to see these nice little outfits that Doa and Moltrap are wearing.
The Candyman outfits? Is that... I tried to ask Doa. He never got back to me. Is that... like the Code A outfits now? Is that what they're doing? Because I saw they weren't just shirts that they got; they had patches on them. So is that the official word?
I don't know. I don't know why they're wearing that. I hope so.
It's important business.
I was hoping that I would wake up last night and see Artosis and Tasteless wearing them, but they just had their blazers on. Nick and Dan are probably like, look, I do a lot of things for you. I'm not wearing those shirts. That's probably how that conversation went down. But
the casters union's about to go on strike. No GSL next season.
Yeah, maybe.
What game are you looking forward to in Code A, man?
I gotta say MVP versus Min. Start things off right. That's gonna be. I'm pretty sure MVP is gonna win it. But Min is a good Zerg user, and it should be pretty exciting stuff. Cannot wait for that. So that it's gonna be starting at 4 a.m. Central. 5 a.m. God, this game starts so late. 5 a.m. Eastern. So tune into that if you're up, like I am, because I'm a vampire. Don't tell anyone. But if you're going to be up a little bit earlier tonight, you can watch the NASL, which is going to be getting at start at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central. And we've got matches from last night. We have Phoenix taking out Vibe 2-0, Kibikaki taking out Moro 2-0, Moon taking out Artosis, Sheth taking out Grubby, and TLO taking out Rainbow. Exactly what we predicted yesterday.
We're really smart. I know you watched those games. How was the TLO Rainbow match?
TLO Rainbow match was pretty. It was good because the commentary of one Jeff in Control Robinson and Andre Gritor Pinkschwal was very funny. It was very comical to watch that. Not because I'm not saying it was bad or anything. It was good casting. It was very funny. So go check that out. The other games I actually did not watch. I looked I glanced back and forth. I had the stream up, but I was doing some other stuff at the time. I was watching Artosis Moon every now and then, and it just looked pretty one-sided the entire time. Same as Kibikaki. That might have just also been the Kibikaki Moro series. I just saw P and Z going at it, but it's what you should really expect from that. Tonight, though, we've got White Raw versus Cruncher, QXE versus In Control, Dark Force versus TT1, Moman versus Ensnare, and Show versus July. Patrick, which match are you looking forward to?
Show July by a million miles. I love both of those players, honestly. And yeah, what about you?
White Raw Cruncher could be pretty good. I think White Raw will take that, but it's PvP and it's Cruncher, so you never really know. I think QXE In Control probably has the most storyline going into that, 'cause QXE was a former student of In Control way back in the day. And that should be a good game, but all those games are really going to be good. I think Dark Force TT1 has potential to be awesome, and so does Moman and Snare. So tune into that over at NASL.tv or Justin.tv/NASL Season 1. Matches begin at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Also tonight, it's a great night for StarCraft 2, as the week is really kicking off. This is kind of the middle of StarCraft 2 week in the sense, or the beginning of the StarCraft 2 week in the middle of the actual week. It's kind of confusing. Let's just talk about IPL, which is going to be starting at 7 Central, 8 EST tonight over at IGN.com/IPL. We've got Idra versus Kiwikaki, Cats versus Select, Axlaw versus Minigun, Starlife versus Vibe. Those first two matches are upper bracket matches, and the second two are lower round. What are you looking forward to, Patrick?
Whew, man, you know, at first glance, I was thinking Idra versus Kiwikaki, but Cats Select. I mean, Select's just a really good player, and Cats is Cats. So as far as an exciting game, that could definitely provide the goods. What about you?
Idra Kiwikaki. I think that's just a billboard match, yeah. It's going to be a good match regardless. Kiwikaki's great, Protoss, probably one of the best, if not the best in North America. And Idra's Idra, man, so there's potential for great things to happen in that. So go check out the IPL. Watch all of these leagues tonight if you can, because they're all so great. NASL, obviously, the first week had its hiccups, but they have really, really improved now that they are in week 3. They've really fixed a lot of their problems, and it's now a great tournament to watch. So what else do we got going on in the news for StarCraft 2, Patrick?
All right, so first of all, a Chinese site, s.163.com, don't ask me, maybe it means something, got to interview Dustin Browder. Pretty good interview, actually, pretty meaty, a lot of substance, a lot of talk about balance, a lot of talk about ladder and things like that, and what their plans are going to be. You can check that out. The translation is on Team Liquid, and of course, we will have the link below. I hear MLG schedule was released. What's going on with that?
So you might have heard about a leak schedule a while back, but MLG has now actually come out and said the full-on schedule. So we've got Columbus coming up on June 3rd through the 5th. July 29th through the 31st is going to be the event in Anaheim, California. I know a lot of nerds are looking forward to that. And August 26th through 28th, we're going to be in Raleigh, North Carolina. October 14th through the 16th, we're going to be in Orlando at the Gaylord Palms Resort and Convention Center. One of my favorite hotels. Gaylord hotels are quite spectacular. And then we're going to be wrapping things up in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, for the National Championships on November 18th through the 20th. You can go find out more information on all those over at MajorLeagueGaming.com to find the full press release. What is going on with Thorzane and Night End being interviewed, Patrick?
So the dudes from Praetori, I believe that's the name of the team, who both Thorzane and Night End, two rising stars, are on, managed to get a YouTube interview of these guys when they were in Norway for the Gathering. And I know these are two guys that you don't usually see on video as much as you know, a guy like, I don't know, In Control or what have you from the regular Western teams. So you can check this out if you're interested. It's a pretty cool interview just to see how they travel, how they're living during these times, and then the Prey guys walk around the Gathering and give a little tour. So you guys can check that out. That's on Team Liquid, of course, and we will, of course, have the link below. The big news: Hotbid challenged everyone, the entire StarCraft world, to a relay race. And actually, a lot of people are getting into it. The list of people involved right now, it's going to be a five members to each team. It's going to be Team Liquid, Justin TV, Root, MLG, Six Jacks, Complexity, FXO, VT, EG, One, VBB, and it's not on the list yet, but it looks like Dignitas is also going to get in the run. It's going to be fun to see who's the nerds who can barely move and who's going to shock everyone with their nerdly speed.
I will 80% a chance that I will have a team there, and it is going to be a caster team, and it will be 5 people. So we'll have to see who those 5 people are going to be. Obviously, can't say anything just yet, but once some stuff hits the press, hits the wire, we'll be able to talk about that. What is going on over with the ESL Female Cup? I know this is kind of a little bit of old news, but we said we were going to cover it. Yeah,
I meant to cover this several days ago, so sorry to everyone involved in this. But yeah, ESL is obviously holding a bunch of female cups, and if you are a girl, you should go do it. It'll help you get into the community. Anything that helps build the community is a good thing. What are you laughing at?
Nothing, just the way you said that, man.
Well, I'm trying to be serious, man. This is serious business. I'm just saying, if you're a girl, check it out. It's a good way to build a community in that way. That's over on Team Liquid, of course. You can just search female or on the ESL website. But I really don't recommend you go over to the ESL website to find anything because you'll get lost and die. Moving on, Rotterdam University, which has been going on for a while, which is basically Rotterdam teaching Carmack to not suck at Starcraft, Carmack being an esports legend, if you don't know. It is totally true. There's a new thing coming up. Joe Miller, who you'll know by the sight of his voluptuous chest, is challenging Carmack to a pretty good show match. And there's an awesome video. Yeah, sorry. There's an awesome video where Carmack threatens to kill Joe Miller's children and the entire country of England, so definitely check that out. The video, at least, and I'm kind of looking forward to see these Gold Leaguers play. And finally, on a similar note, DJ Wheat. It's kind of an old school video, but it just got bumped on Team Liquid. It's a PS3ologist. It's a pretty awesome parody of Tom Cruise doing his Scientology wacky bullshit. DJ Wheat should be a fucking comedian. He is really what this comes down to. You should check that out. Just I don't know. We'll have the link below. That's it. What's the clip of the day, dude?
Clip of the day is from Game 3 of Jinro and Mouse Moro. Go ahead and watch how this goes down.
Moro is going to be hyper-aggressive in this game, probably going to continue streaming units over here. The reason I say hyper-aggressive is because he's not making drones at all, even though Zerg players usually would. Here comes the Bailey right now, going to try and buzz down the rock. They have actually destroyed the entrance. Diptrack doesn't look like it's finished, although the Marines are spread out. Moro is going to run in here and try and do as much damage as he can. All 3 barracks in the red or destroyed. Here come more Bailey's going to blow up all the SCVs. It looks like it blew up at least 10 to 15 SCVs.
I just realized that wasn't optimized for motion capture, so let's do a little bit of rewind. Show those racks blown up. There we go. Much smoother. Very pretty. A lot of explosions happening there. So that was how Jinro exited the tournament and how Moro moved on. I think, was that round of 32, Patrick? Was that round of... That was
first round.
Yeah, that was round of 32. So that was our TSL 3 highlight. Of course, the round of 4 will be going on not this weekend, but next weekend. You can go over to Poker Strategy. Is it PokerStrategyTSL.com? TSL3.com?
Yeah, I mean, just go to Team Liquid, and it's up there on the top.
Picture of the day comes from the internet. And this is what it was like for me at 10 a.m. this morning after being woken up by my cat. Cats, man. I hate them. Why do they do this, Patrick? This always happens.
Because they hate you.
This always happens, man. It always
Cats are the most contemptuous animals on the planet.
Indeed. Check us out at twitter.com/itmeJP and check us out at twitter.com/ChoboPeon. That's ChoboPeon's and mine's Twitter. Tips at itmeJP.com if there's something you want us to talk about and we're not. Send it in and we will look it over. Patrick, got anything else?
Yeah, it's just talking on his stream right now about how he has a big announcement for the next state of the game, so make sure you tune in.
We'll see. We'll see what that is. We got to get out of here because we got to hit that 15-minute time limit. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. See you guys then. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.